Good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good
It
evening.
is
How are you?
a very good evening. I am very well. Thank you so much for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Yeah. So let's start with the introduction.
So, it's Anam, and I'm currently 13 years old, and I'm in 8th grade, studying at the 8th grade at the moment. And now, my exams are ongoing, so yeah, I'll be going to the ninth session soon. And about myself, like where I belong to, then I am from New Delhi.
Oh, great. So good to hear that. So now it's my turn. So as you know, my name is Nootan and I'm from Mathura and I have just started working as a teacher. It has been 2 months and talking about my qualification, I'm graduate and yes, I have a YouTube channel by the name of English with Nootan Deep and I'm blessed with 2 kids. So this is all about me. Thank you.
Yeah, I have, of course, I did go through about your channel, that's how I contacted you.
Yeah, I saw your and I got your mail. So I would like to know one question. May I?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Hmm. How did you get this accent?
Basically, when I started learning English after quite some time, I used to watch lots of movies, and when I used to watch this movie, I used to hear this accent like they were speaking in such a unique way, and I got this thing in my mind that I have to study and make sure that I get this accent, and that's how I followed my passion, my dream that I have to learn the American accent because at first I learned and pursued American accent. After some time, like probably let's say after a year or so, I worked on my British accent as well because I felt like currently my father's British accent, though I think both are equal still. But
Mm.
practicing was really the important thing at that time because only movies were the thing that helped me get this accent and of course some songs as well.
Oh, great, great. And for how long have you been doing this? Meaning when you did started particularly.
Well, it was probably like the COVID-19 pandemic time when I started learning English. So it was like, I guess now it's more than 3 years, probably, I guess so. And now if I talk about my journey, then it was like, if I will be really honest with you, for me, it was really easy and tough at the same time because I started learning English. At first, I started practicing like small sentences, and then I went on to like a little bit harder sentences. After that, after some type of practicing those sentences, I went on to movies, series, shows, and some English songs. And finally, at the end, I practiced my grammar. I did not learn grammar right in the beginning, but after some time of there, probably at some intermediate level.
Oh, great, great. Good to hear that. So did you have any environment at the same time when you started, when you embarked this journey?
No, at first I did not have this environment of where everyone could speak English, though I created this environment with my parents. And then after some time, we all, used to study together, like probably practice together all the time. Yeah, in English only. But it was not that easy. When we started learning English, at first we were like so much complicated in such a tough situation. Like, should we stop, practicing our tongue, mother tongue? No, it did not like that.
Okay. So how many people you have talked so far?
So far, two only. You're the third one, I guess.
Okay. And what about going out and then dealing with the people in English? So did you do so, or have you ever done that so far?
No, I have never ever done that because where I live at that time, and still I don't have people and have this environment where I could speak in English all the time with the people around me because I'm surrounded by the people who speak in our mother tongue, which is Hindi. So I'm not used to speaking English all the time in my environment where I live. But though I create, English videos, therefore I practice my English sometimes at school because there are some competitions held or there are some other activities. So I participate in those where I could speak English and practice my English.
Okay. And what about speaking things or delivering speech on the dais?
Yeah, that's what I do at the school because sometimes you might have heard that schools send some students out of their school, out of the town, where they can go to practice their skills or there are some things like that.
Yeah, and I have heard that some schools they have, I think, this this access that they can just call a few students from abroad. Meaning, how can I say, like there's a kind of Zoom meeting, something like this, and the students of particular school, if they speak really well and in a proficient way, so there's a kind of conversation among them. So do you do such kind of things?
No, I have never heard of this thing. I'm hearing for the first time, and I guess my school has never done so.
Because I think one or two times this happened with my son's school, but he's not really good at it. Like you, as you speak really good, and you are really, I must say, you're a kind of eloquent speaker.
Thank you. Oh, and I would say that hard work really pays off. So I guess it's all about the hard work that I have done in the past 3.5 years now. So it's all about that.
Okay, okay. So I think you have engrossed yourself with this English language throughout the day.
Yep, I definitely have. Yeah.
So how many hours you talk, like self-talk or like anything, whatever stuff you do? How many hours?
Currently, Currently, at this moment, I don't get so much time to practice my English all the time at home because I also have to attend my school and some other classes and also film my videos. So I don't think I have so much time that I can practice my English all the time. But before, like probably in the COVID-19, when the pandemic began, then I used to practice more than 10 to 12 hours a day. So currently, it's not
Oh,
like that because I
my
can only
goodness.
practice. Yeah, I know it might be shocking, and some people really don't believe it, but it's the truth. So I can just say that I really don't think I have to say if you want to believe it, then you can, and I won't really force anybody. But that's all about
But
my journey.
it's literally it's awestruck. It's yeah, and I'm really happy to see you like this way. You have done a great job, and this much hard work, and hard work really, literally it just it has paid off. Okay, so
Hello,
yeah, you have any queries for me?
hello. I was unable to hear you for the past 5 seconds. I'm sorry. Could you repeat what you said?
Yes, yes. I said that. Do you have any queries for me?
Yeah, sure. Please also tell me about your journey. Like, you also talk to people from different types of faith and also from their different journeys. You also learned more about them. So, yeah, I guess it's your hobby as well.
Yeah, you can say so, but it has been my passion to learn this English language, but I'm not really good at like you in this English language. Like I'm not really proficient in this English language. I'm just learning. And but yes, I have improved a lot, and I have carved myself in this English language. And the moment initiated this journey, it has been more than 3 years. And that time I initiated making my solo videos, just because of that ignition. Just it just kindled that time anyhow. Like I needed to do something. I needed to do something. This I used to think 3 years ago. So I started making my solo videos, but at that time I was really tentative, really mediocre, fearful, really shyful. Even though I just commenced this journey to make my solo video, and that time I didn't have any speaking partner, any environment. No, I had only this passion, and that's how I started. And it has been 8 months, and I have been talking with so many people. Again, I just, you can say, bounced back making my such videos, conversational videos. There I came to
Yeah.
know a few people and started talking with them this way, 3 to 4 hours in a day. This I used to do being a homemaker, and I had been doing so, but I'm not really regular now. I'm quite erratic in that, as I don't get time, like I don't have much time to do such kind of things. I'm totally swamped with my own work. So yeah, the second one I'm talking with right now, as today I also went to the school since it's Sunday, and I went to the school because it was a big function over there, and I spent 4 hours there. And after coming from the school, I had one session, and you're the second one I'm talking with. And like throughout the day, I was thinking only in my mother tongue, that's Hindi, not in English. But I can say just because of my passion, I did so. I did that, and I can continue this. I just don't want to drift myself away from the language. I just want to engross myself with this English language. This is why I just connect with the people, so that I can do the speaking practicing. And apart from this, I don't do anything. Like I no longer, reading things. Earlier, I used to read things, read stories, and search words from the dictionaries. I used to do so, but
Yeah.
right now I'm not doing anything. Yeah.
I gotcha. Like, yeah, I can totally understand. You might be swamped with your own work, and therefore you also have a channel that you need to manage. And sometimes it can really get hard. And you also said that it's all about passion, and that is completely true. Because unless you're not passionate about anything, then nothing's gonna happen. Because really need to be passionate. And also, I need to mention this one thing. I'm not even a proficient. You said that thing earlier. Neither I'm a proficient, so I guess even though it's my dream to speak like a native English speaker, to be more like fluent in English and speak in such a flow like the native English speakers speak, but therefore I will never consider myself as a C2 level because I still am working hard for myself and of course so that I can, get to that level. But I guess I know it is still is hard, but definitely I'll reach that level someday as I reach C1 or probably you can call B2 or anything.
Yeah, exactly. And I totally respect that you just said. And yeah, if you have any other queries, you want to talk on any topics, then let me know.
Yeah, sure. We can just talk about a random topic or whatever you like. I have no problems with that.
Okay, let me ask you one thing. How much discipline matters to you?
Discipline, it matters to me a lot because sometimes discipline is the only thing that can help us to reach our goals because discipline is also a part of simplicity, I guess. I have heard this one thing like the more disciplined you are, the more simple and the more simplicity you have. Because I just think it's like a code. I have read it somewhere. I'm just telling you that. And therefore, discipline is important because sometimes when you are thinking like you should do this, then you will also have this thing. But I don't really think my opinion on discipline is yeah, it really matters a lot. It definitely does.
Yeah, totally concur with this. And I also believe in being disciplined. Once you are this much disciplined, so you need that kind of grit as well. The forbearance you have to
Yeah,
maintain. You cannot get your results so soon. You have to wait for that. And for this, you have to be really disciplined. Whatever you are doing and you want to achieve in your life, let's say you want to have a very good command over this English language, and this time you are at your beginner level. So for this, you have to maintain your discipline, and it contains of your efforts that you are putting in and that you have to put in. It's not about sitting idle, making casual in your dreams, okay? And watching
yeah, that's
videos
right.
will definitely get you result, watching videos and writing and listening. But fourth pillar, really important, really momentous, that is called speaking. Practice of speaking.
Oh,
That really
then we are on the
important.
same page, I guess. We are on the same page because I also think if speaking is the only thing that can lead you to your fluency in English or any other language you're learning. It's not just about English because if you don't speak, then you're not gonna, not gonna get this thing. Like probably when you want to speak English, you're not gonna speak it because speaking is the only thing that can help you improve your English. Not only improve, but also improve your pronunciation, but also get this language
Yeah.
on the tip of your tongue. I completely agree with your point. No matter how much movies we watch, no matter how much we listen to the movies or read or write, but you need to speak. Unless you don't speak, nothing's gonna happen. You really need to do this thing.
Yeah, totally agreed. Yeah. Because just because of that efforts in the form of speaking, practice of speaking that I have done so far and I had been doing, this much speaking really matters for me, being a homemaker and taking out time. And then, like, I'm not praising myself, I'm not boasting as well,
No,
but
no,
the thing that I did that time and I had been doing, speaking this much, that sometimes my voice became totally hoarse and I had sore throat as well, even though I was like getting into that and connecting with the people, talking with them a lot. And yes, talking with the people on the topics as well, impromptu, totally impromptu, without any preparation, and just trying to that time trying to. And I also this time I'm doing as well, like, churning. That's the kind of churning when you just give yourself a challenge that this is a topic, this is a word, this is a commodity, substance, anything. You have to just hear churning, and then you have to speak, pressurize your mind, contemplate, and then speak something, because at the end of the day we have to speak, right? So it's a kind
yeah,
of practicing, mouth muscle exercise is happening, and this is how we can become really attuned with the language. So this has really helped me so far. So I'm not really regular with the conversation, like sometimes I'm doing no session, okay, I'm totally like swamped with my own work. Even though I can retain this fluency, the fluency I have, little fluency I have, the confidence I have, I can retain this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no problem, but you need to be consistent. It's not like you are gonna forget this language in 1 month or so if you don't practice. But it's all about like years. If you don't practice a language for years, like probably 2 to 3 years, then yeah, you might forget. That's the chances, but not in just 1 or 2 months. And even though I guess yeah, that's all. But I was saying something, but I just forgot. Lost the
It's
train
okay.
of my thoughts.
Yeah, this happens sometimes. We becomes really absent-minded and things just go away,
Yeah,
slipped away. This happens. Normal thing. Yeah. So
it's
you have
natural.
anything to say?
Yeah, please go ahead.
You have, yeah, I'm saying that you have anything to say or ask.
Not really, I guess, but to all of the people who are learning English, I would just recommend them to study, not to study, but to speak this language and live English.
Speak.
There
Yeah.
is this thing, yeah, don't just study English, try to live English, try to create this thing in your mind that you have to speak in English all the time. You need to practice, go and, practice shadowing technique in front of the mirror, record yourself a video. And of course, I was
Mm.
saying that progress takes time because you're not going to get like this progress in just 1 month or 2 months or so because there are
Mm-hmm.
some people who think I started learning English. So I just want to study. Like I will only give 3 months, and therefore I want results. It's not like that. You need to be consistent. It took me 3 years to even get to upper intermediate level. So it's not really possible to even speak English at such a good level in just 3 months.
Exactly.
It all takes time. Not
Yeah, it
not
wouldn't
only
have,
learning
it
English.
wouldn't have happened if you had not been, put in this much effort. So it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. If I
But you
got
earlier, yeah,
demotivated.
yeah, exactly. Okay, let's then call it a day as I'm getting a few calls from my mom.
Yeah, it's okay. I guess
Okay.
then let's wrap this conversation right here. It was really a pleasure meeting you and talking to you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. And I
Yeah,
hope
thank
we
you.
will meet again in the future. Thank you so
Yeah, of
much. Have
course.
a
Of
good one.
course. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Have a great day. Bye
Bye.
bye.